Good game. Akron's got a very good team, very strong on defense, particularly in the front seven. Had a hard time blocking them all day. Sometimes they overwhelmed us run and pass game. So to me, that was the key point or the key mismatch in the game, which is their front seven guys. We had a very hard time with the whole day. Couldn't run, could not protect the quarterback near as good as we need to have a chance. Thought our defense played much better. They were very alert. They were aggressive. They did a lot of good things. They didn't look confused or dazed at times like we have the last couple weeks. So I thought they took a step forward. They gave us every chance to win the game. Held them to field goals, kept us in it. You know, offensively, we threw for 350. We needed to throw for 600. We had guys running wide open. We got to protect the quarterback. We got to manage our pass game. Took too many sacks. Try to make too many plays. You know, we got to get rid of the ball and limit the damage, which our protection wasn't as good enough. And our quarterback, we got to get him to make sure he knows when he's not being protected. He's got to get the ball in his hand because there's a lot of opportunities, obviously, in the throwing game for us. And critical plays, obviously, as the turnover starts the second half, changes the whole game. We've got, you know, it's a pretty even game. I don't know if we got momentum, but it's a pretty even game, and we can't give up field position. We give them the ball in the 20, you know. And then the other one is we get two offensive PIs against us, and we got a freshman tight end that's trying to run a route. He's not as good as the guy that's jamming them. They jam him. We weren't trying to initiate contact. We're trying to run a route, but it apparently looked like the back judge that we were trying to block the guy, even though they've got a transfer linebacker that's a man-child that played BCS football and transferred here, and we've got a true freshman tight end that is having a hard time avoiding him, even though he's trying to, and we get, you know, takes one drive away, and we got first and goal on the stinking 1 yard line with a chance to make it a 2-point game in the third quarter. So the fumble in those two plays were absolutely critical in the outcome of the game, and we got to find a way to avoid people so we don't get those calls.
It's not often you see one offensive pass interference, let alone two on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, especially away from the ball, and especially with a guy not trying. He's trying to run a route. He just wasn't as good as the guy that was. I mean, they could have just as easily called the ball was in the air, their guy collisioning our guy, because our guy was not trying to run into him. Their guy was trying to keep him. They impeded our progress. They could have easily called defense pass because the ball's in the air, and they're calling us for blocking it. So it's one of those. It's a judgment call, and you know, we got on the short end of sticks, but they were major in the outcome of the game. Major.
Almost outgained Akron by 100 yards on offense. Not often you kind of have that kind of offensive game and can't quite put it together, like the turnovers and penalties and sacks, right?
Yeah, no, we didn't get, obviously, their defense limited our drives, and we couldn't really run it, and we couldn't protect good enough to get more. We needed more in the pass game. So, you know, I thought both defenses controlled the game, and I thought they both played good. And I think turnover and a couple critical plays really changed the outcome of the game. And it's a pretty close game statistically. And when you're watching, you felt like it was two pretty even teams battling their tails off and trying to win a game, and they're a little more experienced and they execute a little better than we do, and that's why they were on the winning side.
When Cole went out, Woodson came in. How did the defense kind of handle that shift?
Yeah, I think it was fine. They kind of run the same stuff. Woodson's maybe a little more of a runner, but they still throw with him. And he played last week against Eastern Michigan. He's played a fair amount. Obviously, Cole's their #1 guy, but at least they had some experience. And I thought Woodson did a nice job of managing the game the rest of the way and really helped them win the game.
It's kind of feel like another coulda, woulda, shoulda game for you.
I think the better team won. I think the team that played better won. We're getting way more competitive. We're getting games. You know, we haven't played close to our best football, and I don't know when that's going to be. We're going to get there, but our kids are getting better. Our defense, obviously, we stepped forward, and you know, offensively, we still did enough good things that we were in it, but we didn't do enough good things to put us over the hump, which we need to do. It really comes down to their defense outplaying our offense, and credit to Akron, and they got a strong, obviously, going to the game. They got the #1 defense in the league. And I thought we did a great job with turnovers, obviously, in the first half, and Andrew forces one on 3rd and 18, which we can't do. You got to still play field position at that point. The credit to them, they're a pretty good team. I think they're going to continue to win MAC games. I don't know how many, but I'll be shocked if they don't have a pretty good record at the end of the year. And you know, we kind of went toe to toe at their place. So you know, in some ways, I feel like, hey, we're coming. In other ways, you know, we got to eliminate our own mistakes. But again, Akron forces them. You know, you can't. Sacks are not sacks are on some good Akron players rushing and making. They do that every week. So you know, it's both ways. We got to get better, but you got to give credit to them because they got good players. It wasn't like we stunk it up today and we played a pretty good team and they played better than us.
I mean, we just a lot of things being capitalized on, too many turnovers. I mean, I thought our defense played a good game, but I mean, there's just certain times offense didn't capitalize when we really needed to.
One often you see 2 offensive pass interference calls in one game. That's kind of fluky.
Hey, I mean, I was just doing how we always practice. I mean, hold my line and then just go get it at the end. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but hey, they got called.
9 catches, 132 yards, 2 TDs. Kind of continuing a really good season so far, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really good season. I mean, at the beginning of the season, Coach Martin came to me and told me this would probably be a good season for me, and I just got to keep doing what I'm doing and believing in the system and believing in the coaches, and everything will fall in place.
You kind of feel like this one kind of got away from you again?
Definitely got away. I mean, we definitely should have capitalized. We were down by 9 for almost a whole quarter and a half of that. So, I mean, we definitely should have capitalized, and that hurts.
How do you move forward from this one to NIU?
We just got to, I mean, yeah, it hurts, but we got to put it behind and just get on next week. Right now, it's just getting the film ready and just getting ready for next week and getting that win.